at 7:41 and 46 degrees at KNEB. On toward about 80 this afternoon, 85. Our News Extra program is brought to you by Jala Funeral Home. Here is Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. And we're going to talk about Legends Weekend. That's what they're kind of calling this whole entire weekend, associated with the Farm and Ranch Museum's Harvest Festival and some other wonderful things going on. So our guests today are Nancy Haney from the Farm and Ranch Museum. We have A.J. Legault here from the Scottsbluff National Monument, and Bunny Slater is here to talk about things the merchants are going to be doing with this weekend. But we thought we'd start right off the bat with Nancy, and the 16th annual Harvest Festival over at the Farm and Ranch Museum goes on this Saturday and Sunday. So take it away, tell us what times and all the wonderful stuff that's going on.
Kevin, this is our 16th year, like you said, and we're the starters of this Legends Weekend, I think, because we really found this weekend to be the one that we wanted to do. Harvest Festival and everything else is piled on top of it. And it's just wonderful to have the many things to do in this valley. If people say there's nothing to do here, this is a real fallacy in their thinking. Harvest Festival begins tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. Pancake feed with the Gearing Kiwanis Club providing a pancake breakfast. And the day just blossoms into all kinds of activities that we have at the Farm and Ranch Museum. There's everything from the parades, and we have music, we have kids events, there's a bale hay fort, there's the pedal tractor track, 10 little pedal tractors that come out of the barn for the weekend, and the little kids just absolutely love that. We have animals on site, our longhorns of course, and there's going to be some chickens and some goats, and there's going to be someone from the hospice unit at the hospital doing a cow pie bingo.
I know, we had that. We had them on yesterday. That's a pretty amazing event. I've never heard of that before.
Well, I think that's going to be really fun. We've done a rooster bingo before, but we haven't had a cow pie bingo. So this is going to be something new. We're going to have all kinds of other foods. There will be concessions on the grounds, homemade ice cream, and I believe the University of Nebraska or somebody from the university or the Bean Commission is going to be bringing bean brownies. So our feature crop is beans.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah,
and
beans are your feature crop this year.
You know, out in the field, sometimes I think at Harvest Festival we lose the sight that this is an educational kind of a thing. A museum kind of is an educational thing. So we try to provide educational activities around a particular crop each year. And this year it is dryable beans. And the university's planted a bunch of plots, and we'll be showing different things with those plots. And it's a great learning experience. Everyone asks about the potato harvest, and yes, we have potatoes again this year. They dig the potatoes at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock each day. So people should know that the potatoes, that's when they are being dug. So if you want potatoes, that's when to come and get them.
All right. Why is that so popular? I don't know. That it just is.
You know,
there's people that come just for that.
Yes, there's nothing like fresh potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, this is a way that the potatoes can, or that the Farm and Ranch Museum can gain a little bit of money, pocket money, I guess, for, you know, some of the things that we do. We can't do this without having expenses, so we have to try to do some things that make us a little bit of money to be able to provide these things.
Yeah, you've got a parade. We want to mention the parades each day. You have hay rack rides. You got all kinds of demonstrations with equipment and so forth. But I didn't realize about the parades that you're going to have each day, right? Both Saturday and Sunday.
Each day at 1 o'clock, we do. The horses go through first, and they hook onto all of the horse equipment and buggies and whatever we have. We're hoping that we're going to have the oxen go through. We have a team of oxen at the museum that belong to Rick Henderson, and the people from the Scottsbluff National Monument have been coming and training those oxen all summer. So we hope that they sneak into that parade as well, because that's always fun to see how those oxen are driven. And after that is the tractor parade, and so we announce each tractor and tell where they come from, because we have people that bring them from far away. There's always people from Wyoming that come for this, and it's just a great thing to see those tractors run. They get a little noisy at times, but that's good.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll tell people the times again, the admission price, and basically it's
on Saturday we run 9 to 5, and on Sunday 9 to 4. And the admission price is $3 for adults, and children 10 and under are free. If you're a member of the museum, just tell the people at the front, or show your card. Show your card. That's the benefit of being a member.
Show your card and you're in, right?
Yeah. Okay. And if you're not a member, you ought to be.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, so get on out there. 16th Annual Harvest Festival at the Farm and Ranch Museum. We'll talk to AJ right after this.
I didn't mention the University of Nebraska joining us.
Okay, I'll mention that. I'll mention that as we're coming in.
With unmatched service and artistry, our team will help you carry on the legacy of your family members and friends.
Because they have
With over 100 years
all
of
that
experience,
stuff set up inside his
professional and
exhibit.
personal
Okay.
attention to every
And
detail
then they
in
have
the planning
they have
process.
stuff outside
We
as
also
well.
offer advanced
Okay.
planning as a continuation to our services.
Jeff
That's Jolliffe Funeral Home.
Bradshaw put
Our
it up.
family serving your family for 3 generations.
Mexican bean beetles. So you can see bean beetle destruction.
Thank you.
All right, we are back on News Extra. We've talked about the Harvest Festival. By the way, the University of Nebraska has a number of extension displays about plants, beef innovation and technology, a whole bunch of other things. That's inside the Farm and Ranch Museum. And don't forget the plastic saddle display as well going on at the 16th Annual Harvest Festival. Now we're going to talk about the 75th anniversary for the Summit Road, a big celebration going on tomorrow. It's a fee-free day at the Scottsbluff National Monument. A.J. Legault is here. And first of all, you even have a little history, right, about the Summit Road, right?
A little bit. Horace Albright, the director of the National Park Service, visited Scottsbluff National Monument in '31, and he himself thought it was a good idea and verbally approved a road to be built. So in '32, during his second visit, he announced that they'd start the project, and the CWA, the Civil Works Administration, started in December of '33 with 214 local men, and they graded the road, dug some tunnels, and started leveling the top parking lot. After a year of work up there, the Civilian Conservation Corps took over the project, and then in 1936, a local private contractor was hired from South Dakota to pave the road going from the museum up to the summit and the parking lots. And in September of 1937, the Scottsbluff Herald announced that the road to the top of the bluff is open for Ottawas today. Over 600 vehicles went up on the very first day.
Wow,
And
incredible.
rangers reported having to go up and handle traffic jams for the next few years going on up to the top.
Wow, that's amazing. It's amazing. And it's 1.6 miles, and it's still very popular today for people to go on up there and just kind of look out and so forth. All right, so what you guys are going to do on Saturday to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the opening of the Summit Road and the construction of it, you have a number of things planned, right?
We do. Starting at 8 a.m., we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony out at the base of the Summit Road. We're inviting anybody with a classic car to come on out and be one of the first to drive up on the 75th anniversary. And in addition to that, at 1 p.m. in our landmark room, we're inviting workers or relatives of workers that worked on the road to come on in, enjoy some anniversary cake, and tell some stories about the construction of the road. It's going to be a fantastic time.
Yeah. Then you also have like a slideshow as well that kind of talks about with a variety of pictures of the construction and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, we got a couple of small programs, the slideshow, and also we're going to have a lot of newspaper clippings available for people to read, and a bunch of pictures that we've gathered from throughout the community of construction progress.
All right. Before we go to Bunny here, let me ask you, your guys' visits and all the people that go up to the summit, when they visit the monument, virtually everybody goes up to the summit, don't they?
Oh yeah, that's a gimme. Everybody loves that view from the top of the summit. We have people going up all the time. Even though it's 1.6 miles to the top up the road, it's an elevation gain of a little over 450 feet. But because of the trajectory of the view from the top, it looks a lot further.
Yeah. So it's really a pretty neat thing, and it's really wonderful. You guys are celebrating 75 years after the construction of that road. That's pretty amazing. So, and especially one other quick thing: this group, this CWA, was just a very temporary thing, right?
They were part of the New Deal, and it was only designed to put people to work really quickly, and it was only over the winter of 33 and 34.
All right. Okay. Very good. All right. We'll go quickly here to Bunny now. And we'll talk about what the merchants are doing as part of this Legends Weekend.
Well, the merchants are doing something brand new for this Gary and Scottsbluff area, and I'm really excited about it. I loved going to the Fiber Arts Fair last year when I attended. I couldn't believe the beauty of what was on offer and all the fun things for the kids because the animals were there. And so I thought, how can the downtown merchants, both in Gary and Scottsbluff, be a part of this? Because it's a wonderful event. It pulls people from all over the place, many other states. So I personally went to all the merchants downtown, in both downtowns, and I said, let's do a welcome bag. The committee that handles the fair out there said they would hand out the bags for us, and we can help with that. And so we have about 22 merchants that have contributed samples, coupons, flyers. I'm just so excited because these bags are just terrific. We've never done anything like this before. There's some really neat things that they will find. It's great. Plus, we hope that on Saturday and maybe even Sunday afternoon, some of the merchants in downtown Scottsbluff are going to put things out on display, new things, not a sidewalk sale, new things that have come in for fall, so that you can get a little idea of how exciting these businesses are. We have some wonderful stores in our Scottsbluff Garion area.
Yeah, this whole Legends Weekend is becoming kind of like the Sugar Valley Rally. Everybody tying into the Farm and Ranch Museum Harvest Festival is what's going on.
Yes, and it's exciting. I'm just tickled pink. And last night, 9 of us worked 3.5 hours to stuff these 1,000 bags, and it was a big deal. We were excited as we did it.
All right. So folks can get those throughout the weekend, right?
Yes, there will be a few at the Farm and Ranch Museum, and then the most of them will be at the Fiber Arts Fair at the Monument Mall. And come early because some of the bags have more in than others do.
All right, very good. So get on out to the Farm and Ranch Museum, the Harvest Festival, over to the Monument, get out to the Fiber Arts Fair. There's just tons of things to do. You got a whole day of activities you can attend. All right, we appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you.